And hello, my name is Kaylin and this is Richard and we are part of...
Hello.
Okay, Richard. So today we're just going to be discussing a little bit about our Facebook page that Richard's designed the slides for. I haven't seen the slides yet, so this will be my first time seeing it. So we're just going to go through the process of how Richard does it. Give him a little bit of how on why things are the way they are and just see and then hopefully make it better.
Yeah, I hope he likes it.
Let's just start from the actual design itself.
Okay.
So, Richard, you want to talk us through?
Cool. So I did this whole slideshow thing for our Facebook page. We decided, okay, so with the Facebook page, we're not going to upload the Facebook page until we get the logo designed and the slides. Yeah. So now,
and obviously we're doing that because you need a logo as your company profile. So like your company image.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
That's what we're going to base all the coloring, all the basic design style, the font, everything's going to be based around the original logo. And then add elements from there.
Yeah, definitely like it to have everything complement each other. If the logo needs to look like it's a part of the uniform.
Yeah.
And there needs to be things that needs to be borrowed from the logo as well. And that's something that I did consider in the design process that I did for this slide design for the Facebook page. So Kaylin got the whole logo design done, and I really like
you can see. Sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
You can see the logo design in our other videos.
Yes.
We'll upload a video there just discussing it and talking about it. But you can see that in the other videos on our channel.
Yeah, coming soon there will be a video about the whole logo process, and Kaylin will go into more detail about that because he's the one who designed that. So with the first idea that I came up with was the whole idea of the OK part of the logo. I thought maybe try and apply the OK as the whole idea throughout, right? So try and fit the whole screen with the whole OK thing. So now with that, I have the whole
Let's open here. Sorry, I don't think I've got to open. Let me just quickly open it for everyone so they can see if they haven't seen the logo.
Now we need to find it. Okay, so now we have that. So I thought maybe having that whole part without us in it as basically the whole design idea, and then inside the O have whatever needs to be there. So so now I'm thinking as our team, we have 3 different services. So fan art, graphic design, and website design or website development. So with that an idea I had initially was the O and the K, and then have this paper go maybe across it. So we'd have the wording inside, still have the same lettering. I really like the cursive style that was used in the logo as well. So I tried to also stick to the color scheme with the blue and the orange. So we've got that. And then I thought, okay, I tried that, okay. And it was either too cluttered, too busy. And that's something that we must remember with design. Your designs mustn't be too busy. That's not very professional if you do that. It's not professional, and also you don't have a lot of good focus.
Yeah. It just takes away from the point of the design if there's too much there. Because also at the end of the day, we're millennials.
Yeah.
We have very low attention
span,
and the next generation's worse, and the older generation don't know how to use a slideshow.
Yeah,
so they're not even going to get past
the
first one anyway.
What is this?
So there's no
too
point.
Much.
Yeah, there's no point in putting too much in there.
No.
So okay, so let's work from here. So now obviously we've shown everyone. You've given them a rough idea. This was the logo we used. Well, it's the logo I designed we both came together. We're happy with it. As we said, we'll go into length about why we did what we did
in the next video.
But for now, yeah, so Richard's basically taken concepts from there and started here.
Yeah.
So this, Richard, do you want to talk us through what this is?
So what I decided was, I want this to be as unique and as professional as what we can get to. It would be easy just to take designs, from other websites, try to just use that. It would be quick, but I thought to be more proud of the design and also to be more professional, I think it's better to design your own things. So just like maybe you can look at other designs for inspirations and reference. But I thought with a good start, with a logo, we've also made that whole custom logo where we didn't like literally just copy and paste something and use it like that. We did everything from scratch. Maybe there was like one tiny element that we might have used.
I think maybe there is. I think I might have, but again, adjusted and took, we'll, in other videos and that I'm sure we'll discuss it more, but, I don't think we always have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
But for the same token, make something that's ours and, it's, and we do kind of look like these people. So
I do agree with
it's
that.
kind of difficult to copy someone else's stuff for what you look like.
Exactly.
So
like when they look at our logo, they look at us. They know that's definitely us.
That is
that's us.
That's me.
That's you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So just so basically, this part here is just a rough
idea of what I had in
what
mind.
You're going to do, which I'm quite a strong believer in is doing like a rough sketch before, so that you can get a basic idea of how it's going to transition when it's vectored when it's designed. Because obviously on a computer you can just click one point to another point, you get a straight line.
You do.
Whereas where you draw in, you get, so it doesn't look clean, but at least you get an idea of where everything is sitting and that, which I think is very important.
It is.
Okay, cool. So do you want to talk anything about here, or can we go on to the next slide?
Go over to the next slide.
Okay, so there's no specific order I put these in. I just opened them, and this is
so
the universe saying fan art is first.
Fan art is first.
So Richard's going to just go over everything like I've said. I am going to give a little bit of critique now, but after Rich has gone over his process and that, we'll discuss. As I say, I haven't seen this. This isn't guaranteed the final product. There might be changes, there might not, depending on if Richard listens to me, which is doubtful.
No,
so
because I'm always right.
Yeah, so let's so Richard, talk us through. Let's start from the top. Obviously, you said the circle you wanted to use from there, which is great. What made you decide to draw a monkey?
Okay, the monkey. So, what originally when I drew it, with the whole idea, I thought, let me just draw a smiley face. I think that emoji idea is something that's it's very universal.
Yeah.
And it's something that gets used a lot. So initially it was just a smiley face. But then when I started drawing, I was like, smiley face is a bit boring. I'll try something different. So I thought, I'm drawing big ears. Okay, so I drew big ears. So at the beginning, with the sketch, I thought that's fine. But then once I started fleshing it out a bit more, I thought, whoa, this is starting to look like a monkey. So let's go on with that. I like that idea. I'm going to keep going with the monkey because it's different. So that's I really like the whole idea, and I think it came out nice. So I think with you had that whole idea of someone drawing a cartoon character on paper, or just because I think in most cases with what our fan art will be is us just drawing what we love, or the whole culture that we love so much, with cartoons, manga, anime, with all of those things, comics and everything. we draw a cartoon
I
character.
I do like that it's a pencil. Like I like it just seems, as much as it doesn't look like a drawn monkey, it doesn't. It looks like a vector. I like that it's got a pencil there, just because I think it incorporates that where it's the fan art, because someone that's not designing professionally, or someone that's just sitting at home drawing, that's what it is. It's just a pencil and a piece of paper. They're just enjoying themselves,
And it's pure and it's real.
So
it's
I do like that a lot.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go through to the next slide, because I think let's not spend too much time with each one.
Yes.
Afterwards we can discuss.
Don't take too long with that. Okay.
So the graphic design, why? Just why? I don't understand. Uncle John here.
Yes.
Uncle Biz.
What? When I think of graphic design, I think of two things.
Old men, man.
Old men. Yeah. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So what I thought was signage and uniform. Going back to the uniform idea.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, so when I was drawing, I thought, okay, I could draw a business card, or I could draw one thing or the other. But then I thought, okay, graphic design is for businesses. And most businesses, or high-end businesses, they do have their uniform. And then they have all things that are branded. So I thought, okay, with graphic design, you'd have your logo, and you'd have your logo printed on your shirt. You'd have it on your mug. You'd have it on a cap. Everything, you can have it on different things. It's depending on your company. If you're a coffee company or a restaurant, you'd have it on an apron, on this, on that. So I thought, with graphic design, that is something that we can create the idea, and we can make it a reality in graphic design. So that's where I came up with the idea of having the cool businessman who has his company called Biz, and he's cool because he's got the shades, so he's cool businessman.
Okay.
So now
I feel like you gave him shades because you didn't want to give him eyes, because it seems like extra work.
No.
That's even the moustache covering him up. It's all just like easy ways to get away from putting extra work in. But no, I do understand.
It's just like fine. I was like,
also don't see businessmen with caps often, but yeah. If that's a cap, I think it's a cap. It is a cap.
Yes, it is cap. Okay. Yes, I'm glad that it looks like a cap.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Let's move to the next one.
Okay. Now,
I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory.
What does it?
Well, it's a phone. It's a website. So it's a business website. You've got the biz. Oh. Especially now knowing that's. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I can read biz.
You can read biz. That's good.
I understand that's a business website.
Yes.
And it's on mobile device, because obviously everyone uses their phones to make a website that's not compatible. It's just crazy.
With the climate that we have online these days, a lot more people are using cell phones to view websites.
Yeah.
So I thought the first thing I thought of was, I look at my websites, and I look at apps and that on cell phones. So just keep it simple. Just show it on one device. Don't show it on a whole variety of devices. You can do that, but I thought keep it simple. Just show one example on a specific device instead of all of them.
Okay. 100%. Now that's basically everything. Just show the slides again, if anyone didn't notice, and then obviously the logo. So I've got a few things I want to discuss. Mm-hmm. Since we started with fan art first on the original, let me go here quickly. Let's start at actual fan art.
So I'm going to take notes so that we can both be happy with the idea.
Yeah. So I'm just going to make some marks in that. No. It doesn't mean we need to change. As I said, I'm very happy with the pencil. I like the pencil. Yes. It does kind of bug me that the shadow just ends, but I also think it might be too much of the shadow carries on. So by that, I mean, I'm just going to highlight here. helps to be in the right
Over
layer.
there, yes. I can. I can.
So like that's something I think we should just at least see what it looks like, because it just like ends and it looks a little bit odd. But again, like I said before, I don't think we should put too much effort in to something that's quick. I think people get the idea. A big thing I do want to add though is I think that we should have a actual monkey photo here somewhere, like at an angle or something. By that I mean, if we just have it like here underneath here, so it looks like fan art.
Yes.
Because this is the monkey they draw. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So even maybe have one here and
another paper, just like a full color
paper. 100%, or like something here of a different monkey. It's different references or something.
Yes.
I think just like 2 pieces here or something, or just add a little bit of depth. And even though it's again, it's a quick look in, like people just look at it quickly and they're not going to look that much. I think it will just add a little bit of realism. Yeah. Yeah, and like authentic, because that's what we do. It's especially with fan art. I didn't come up with Iron Man. So when I'm drawing Iron Man, I need to look at references of Iron Man. Even though in my mind I know what he looks like. To do it properly, I'm going to need references. That's
and there's no reference. Yeah, so we can try that and we can see how.
I think let's see. If it's too busy, we leave it. I'm happy with it otherwise. One thing I would want to change though is that space in between those two. I understand the font is like that, but it looks odd.
So we could just have it as one whole word instead and not have a capital A?
No, I think I like the capital F and the capital A, but I think we need to just adjust that spacing. Just play with it a bit, just so it moves in slightly, because I think now it doesn't look like even though it's 2 separate words, it's still read as a unit, I believe. You like fan art.
Yes.
Now it's like fan.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Art.
That's true.
You don't
want
like
that pause. Otherwise, they think only
like,
fan.
Oh, you're a fan
art.
or you're an art. Yeah.
That's
so true. I think just it'll add a bit.
You don't want to separate the idea. You want them combined together.
I'm not in love with the paper, but I'll let you have it.
Okay.
I think it's fun. It's usable. I'm not the biggest fan of it just because it's so nice and crisp, everything else, and then this is like jagged and like that. They really, really bugs me.
That it's overlapping.
That it's not. Yeah, it's not at the end of the blue there. It stops there, whereas I think it should. Be
go all the way
there.
All the way.
That's what I think.
Okay.
But again,
like we can take out.
I'm not.
Do that.
The thing is, I don't have an answer for you to put there instead of the paper, so I don't want to
always change it later.
Yeah, I think it's just something to remember. The biggest change is that fan art, 100%. Yes. Okay, so let's move on to graphic design. Again, I've given you some talking about your old man Larry here. I think it works though. I don't see why we change it. I think it's fine. I think it's simple. I mean, there are things we could add, but again, thinking about where it's being placed and what reference, what it's referencing, and that there's no point in putting extra, especially when people looking at this is your biggest thing. This is an art attention. People are like, okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, it's graphic design. I do think you get the point across enough that we don't need to spend the time to make something better. I think it'll work fine as is. And then
we'll move on to the next thing.
The websites. The first thing when I saw this was you should have multi-screens. And you said like keep it simple, and I agree with you.
Yes, and in this day and age, most people probably are using their cell phone.
100%. So everyone's using their phone. So the phone makes far more sense. Like it is honestly the first, and I was straight away while we looked at it, I was like, okay, I'm going to tell Richard, let's put multiple screens. But I actually really think this. Just keep it simple. The font is nice. The design is nice. Just, 100%. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything you want to add.
I think we'll make another video and just do some changes. Or we can just keep going on this one.
No, I think that's fun. I think any of the changes we make, everyone will see on our Facebook page, which we will have links to. Follow us on Twitter, subscribe, hit that bell, all the usual stuff, and hope you guys enjoyed. Many more videos to come, and let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
And thanks for watching our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you'll see here there's a couple other videos you can click on to go through. There's a video of Richard speed drawing through the actual vector designs, where you can just see how he's done it if you're interested in that. And just check out our other videos.
Sweet. Hope you enjoy it.